So I'm usually a pretty big wuss when it comes to horror movies, but with it being October and Halloween coming up, I thought I would branch out and be brave and watch some of them. So today I'm going to watch the 1981 film The Howling. I think it's about werewolves. That's all I really know, just and based off the title, that would be my guess. I have seen An American Werewolf in London, so I'm curious to see the similarities. I really enjoyed that movie. You can check out that reaction video on my channel as well. I don't know the cast, I don't know the director, I don't know if my guess will be correct, that's my only real assumption, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for horror movies you think I should watch, please comment below, and I actually have horror movie themed notebooks for sale on Amazon, the link will be below, and if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yes, okay, awesome. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm definitely sensing werewolves. Yeah. Slim Pickens? Okay, that's a fun name.
Take it out.
I saw pictures just like we saw in his room.
Dead.
Is this like a news station or something? They keep like having TV static and different announcements and stuff? Oh, based on a novel? Okay, I was wondering if this was based on a book or anything.
I'm on Western between Ivory and...
Oh, okay, she's like going undercover? Okay.
Now, the KDHB news team began working...
How now, brown cow?
Working with local police to link Eddie with a recent string of
Unique New York. Unique New York.
And an act of courage we here at KDHB are all very proud of.
He's practicing his news anchor voice. That's too funny.
The area. What does that mean in the area?
They will find her.
Yeah, they didn't have somebody watching her. They were just patrolling around. And yeah, she's been getting these creepy calls from a guy named Eddie. And they tried to record this call or listen in at least. And they weren't able to. So we didn't really get to hear what they said. But yeah, she's now going to meet him, I guess. And she thinks they know where she's going.
Hey guys, this is it. I'll keep the transmitter open.
Yeah, but they can't hear her at all. So they have no idea what she's doing. Oh, man. I'm not sure if this is for a news story or if they're just like concerned why she's getting these calls.
Hello, Eddie.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh my god, this is horrible.
Can I turn in and see you?
Not yet, Karen. Just watch.
No! Oh my god.
2 push in to a single
All
of the
of us
doctor.
have a great untapped potential, a potential for...
That's so cool. He's directing from behind the booth and he's telling the camera operators what shots to get, and a single is a shot of one person, 2 shot is a shot of 2 people.
I'm gonna light up your whole body, Karen.
No! I don't know why she's agreeing to meet this guy in the person, like by herself, and not sending like a, oh my god.
Turn around now, Karen.
Oh no!
I wanna give you something.
That's horrifying. Oh my god, who are they? Oh, so was he a werewolf or something?
Who had been receiving calls from him in connection with a recent series of brutal murders in the
Oh, okay, it was like a serial killer?
news will feature Karen White's exclusive eyewitness.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I talked the old man out of putting you on camera tonight.
That was big of you.
They wanted to use her as like live bait basically to catch the serial killer.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I would block that out as well for a very long time.
I didn't see you. I turned around, but I didn't see you.
Yeah, it would have been too dark. She didn't see his face or anything like that. Like, she could describe his voice because she's heard it over the phone, and they would have heard it on there when they were transmitting. But I know the police killed him, but still, like. Oh yeah, so he has like newspaper cutouts from the murders he committed, I'm guessing. Drawings of like different creatures.
Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, he was like drawing all his victims.
Sure did.
Here's our girl.
Fred.
Hi.
Well, we're going to make ratings history tonight. You're going to be...
It's interesting to have like this news reporter angle. I wasn't expecting that. That's cool.
Boy, she seems shaky.
Looks fine to me.
All right, everyone.
He seems real concerned. Yeah, obviously he just cares about ratings.
5.
Christine, is that you? Ah!
14 injured in Rockaway River train derailment. More on the mid-eastern wing.
It's just reminding me of Anchorman. I should watch Anchorman again.
Who knows? Maybe she's pregnant. Listen, get in touch with that Fujimoto or...
Oh, I hate this guy.
Ready for the 11 o'clock report.
Maybe she's pregnant. Maybe she just had a horrifying interaction with a serial killer.
Sure.
Honey, give this place a chance, okay?
Yeah, so her therapist is sending her to this, like, retreat or something where she can do more therapy and be more, like, get time more away from work and hopefully remember, because she has amnesia right now and doesn't remember what happened in that booth, so maybe some time away will help, and we'll see, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Not going well so far, okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? What's in it?
Aha! Special punch at this colony.
It's good.
Uh-huh. You've got 20 minutes to get somewhere safe.
Why?
This place seems so weird already. What's going on? And the fact they call it like the colony, it reminds me of like the prisoner almost. Like something is going on for sure.
I found parts of me I didn't even know existed.
Now you can see why I
Is he just shucking clams at the table? He's gonna, oh, it's gonna slice his hand open.
Quite nice thing.
We're neighbors.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, I want some time by myself, not with all these random strangers.
Bitch.
No. We can all learn a great deal from Marsha.
Oh, that was the book that was on the news broadcast, The Gift?
In the light of day. There now.
Yeah, you want to said we have to burn it, like he wants to end it. He's like, it just goes on and on. Very suspicious.
Bill, wake up, there's something out there.
Outside, something was howling.
Hey, that's almost the name of the movie. Yeah, howling happening outside at night. Suspicious. Okay. Werewolf nearby, perhaps? Oh, yeah, and like this killer or creature POV. We've seen that before, yeah. It's such a cool technique. Like skin? Oh, yeah, like when they transform? That's like the skin he lost or something?
Your newspaper guys like to come in, look at the meat.
I don't know how you can stand it.
Oh, he's got his lunch right next to the body. Gross.
Visitors, Eddie!
Where is he?
Yeah, the inside of the door's got scratches on it, too. What? Yeah! What? He escaped.
Oh.
That's so crazy. Where did he go? Oh no, they got one of the cows.
What do you see?
Whoa, trombone shot. Whoa!
I can't see him.
Okay. That's far enough for now. That's far enough.
Yeah, she seems to be remembering like little bits and pieces at least.
If you want to read about it, I got a book for you.
Yeah, they think somebody stole him from the morgue, but I think he escaped.
That's it. You name it, I got the book.
A number of...
Oh, who doesn't love a rolling ladder? Seriously, library goals.
Some joker ordered them. 3006. Never picked them up. I take Bank America, American Express, Visa.
Ever the salesman.
Yeah, these two.
Okay, yeah, so he said silver bullets or fire is the only way that you can get rid of them. They could regenerate, which is crazy, and that they're shapeshifters, so they can take on any form, basically. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a werewolf living among this colony or something like that.
I'll cook it later.
These people are very suspicious. Whatever's going on. Oh, my. Bill. Oh, my. And it's interesting that, like, they're taking... Like, we've got the news reporters trying to figure out what's happening. We've got the story with Karen, who's processing that event with the serial killer. So, and there's this colony. So, I'm enjoying it so far, for sure. It's an interesting approach to a horror movie. Oh my god, what is this thing with green eyes or yellow eyes? Ugh. I think like shape-shifting is one of like the scarier horror movie creature things because you wouldn't know what it looks like. It could be anybody. Like just the unknown would be so terrifying. Ah! Oh, Bill! Oh no! I'm curious to see if they will stick true to the werewolf lore of if you're bit, you become one. That's what we saw in American Werewolf in London as well.
In fact, it's probably an ancient explanation of the dual personality in each of us.
Okay, that's an interesting approach.
When the wolfbane blooms, and the autumn moon is bright.
That's interesting, I like that. Yeah, and how they're saying like it's a beast within, like...
You okay? Anyway,
yeah, comment below, where was this filmed?
Marsha the man-eater. Really. And she lives in this...
It's a beautiful location. It kind of looks like, I would say like California, but maybe Oregon or something also.
Terrific. Oh, really? I get hungry enough, I'll eat anything.
Bill's eating meat now, and he was a vegetarian before. Oh my, Marsha. Marsha. Oh my. Werewolf Bill is having some nighttime adventures with Marsha. Yeah, and now she will hear the howling as well. Oh, she's gonna record it. Okay, smart. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at those teeth. And it looked like Bill, so drooly. It looked like Bill had a tattoo on the same spot that they said Eddie had a tattoo, but that could just be, oh, their like eyes are glowing as well. Oh my gosh. He doesn't seem concerned. Oh my god, yes, look at those teeth. It's so cool. Oh my. Oh, okay. They did like animation for the last little part there. Okay. Well, Bill's definitely a werewolf. That was cool to see like his face get like more fur and his teeth, like the top ones get longer and the bottom ones got longer. So yeah, interesting for sure. Okay. And now he'll wake up somewhere he doesn't remember. The soundtrack's been really cool too, like this super creepy organ music. Oh, that's the location. Yeah, that's the picture that Eddie drew. Yes! Oh my god! Okay, so Eddie had obviously been to the colony at one point, or is from there. I'm really enjoying it. There seems like there's lots of little pieces, so I'm looking forward to doing some research and learning more about it once I finish watching. Ah! Stupid jump scares get me every frickin' time. Yeah, I didn't realize they would be out during the day. Oh, is this where Eddie lives? There's like similar drawings and stuff inside the cabin? Yeah, And that same sticker was in the photo booth, that smiley face, yeah. Better get that film developed soon. Oh shoot, get out of there! Take that with you. Oh, convenient landing. Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. Oh god, no! Just give him the chops. Even though his hand could just regenerate, but still, temporarily, Ah, get out of there! Don't get bit! Oh, yeah, there we go. Chopped off his hand. Oh, God. Oh, God, it's like bubbling and moving on its own. So creepy, but so well done. Is it, yeah, he'll turn back to human now? Oh, like deflated? It's alive! That's so cool. And now someone's gonna be walking around without a hand for a little while? Oh my gosh. In the middle of the day, I didn't, oh, that's so weird. Such a cool scene though, to see this like wolf hand get chopped off. Just like the way it like bubbles and then it comes back as a human hand. Comment below how they did that. Oh, that's so awesome. The special effects and like makeup and stuff has been so cool. It's definitely like, we haven't seen a full like body transformation yet. We saw Bill's face a little bit, but it's definitely reminded me of like Werewolf in London for sure.
Eddie Quist is dead.
I saw a picture.
Yeah, she said they could come back to life. Yeah.
I think he's got to be a part of this.
Yeah, that's interesting. If the... What cartoon is he watching? Yeah, if the therapist that sent her out there knew what this place was about.
I'll get the police there as soon as I can. Just go look in the file.
Okay.
And he's got Howl by Allen Ginsberg. Okay.
Marsha. Quist TC.
Marsha is Eddie's relative or something?
It's Eddie.
Oh, he's like, let me get that for you. Oh my god! Oh, that's so... Oh! That's so cool, but terrifying. Look at his ears! Oh my god!
Terry?
His giant ears! Oh my god! It's too late for Terry, I'm afraid.
Yeah, operator, get me the land.
And I like all like the little like coincidences, like he's watching Wolf on TV and the Wolf book. Like I like, oh, doesn't like bright lights. Okay, good. Is Terry gonna be our final girl? Get out of there! And it's just like the little things, like how it's like nose is wet and drooly and like, and he's eating wolf chili, like, yeah. It's the little things. Tiny fists of fury. Well, bye Terry. You've been werewolfed. Oh, her little shoes. Oh, bye. Well, at least she called Christopher and he got part of the story at least, so I was surprised. Usually this is the part where it's like that age-old cliche where technology fails. She goes to make the phone call and nobody's there. Yes, take all the silver bullets. Stop. Oh, poor Terry. Yeah, and she only came up there because Karen asked her to. Oh my gosh. Karen's gonna need a lot of time off of work.
I want to give you a piece of my mind.
Ah! What does he just dig out of his own brain? Oh my god. He's like, I want to give you a piece of my mind, and then starts digging around inside his skull. So he can transform at will, basically. And he was pretending to be Terry on that table. Whoa! Oh god, his cheeks! Oh, that's so cool! Whoa! Yeah, like his eyebrows and his cheeks are all bubbling. That's so cool. Just like to give the impression that like the skin is growing and contracting. Oh my god. And yeah, the nails. Yes! Oh! I don't need this stinking shirt no more. I imagine a wardrobe budget for a werewolf would be quite high. That's terrifying! Oh my god! And the eyes! Oh! So creepy! So well done. Just like, as disturbed as I am, it's just amazing at the same time. Oh yeah, and the jaw is extending and his teeth are getting bigger. Oh, comment below, please, like how they did all this stuff. Oh, his ears are coming in, yeah. And yeah, it's so cool that he can do this at will, because it seems to be still the middle of the day. Wolves. Yeah, everything is wolf labeled. Oh, here come the ears. And the fur growing, and like the different colors of the fur. Yeah. Ooh. Can you imagine watching that in front of you? Like you're standing there, you have nowhere to go. This guy's just becoming full werewolf. Okay, so everybody in this little town's a werewolf?
He helped us to adjust. You see, Karen, he understands all about the gift.
Is that what the book is? Oh yeah, he said like the beast in within.
She's ours now.
Yeah, it's interesting that the book, he was mentioning about beasts within, but I guess he meant like a literal beast within as opposed to like a metaphor. You always bring back up. Bring back up. Oh, this guy. Poor Karen. She's had a heck of a week.
Nice.
Yeah, she chopped off his hand.
Marsha, we gotta make this look like an accident.
I won't let you do this.
Oh, bonked him.
I like a woman with a sexy voice.
Oh, God.
Call it a gift. Come on.
I'm guessing he doesn't think there's silver bullets inside. Yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't be offering it up so easily. And he realizes he's listening to Terry being killed. Oh my god, that's horrible. The nails are out now! So creepy. I can imagine watching this in like the theater or like a drive-in or something would have been terrifying. I believe Silver Bullet is also the name of another werewolf movie. Comment below and let me know. Yeah, but where's Bill now? That fire looks very real. Ah! Yeah, I think that's Bill.
Come on, come on!
Ah, he's back. Yeah, this is the part where the technology, the car just won't start. They're surrounded. Oh, that's so cool and so terrifying. How many werewolves does it take to start a car? Oh no! Oh, did it get her? I think it bit her. Oh no! Yeah, that was him.
Through with this.
You have to.
Okay, stand by.
Okay, she's gonna go on the news and tell people that werewolves exist. How's that gonna go?
And what is cruel and violent?
What the hell is this?
Yeah, she's going off, she's reading her own script, she's not reading the teleprompter.
Leave it!
But I have proof, and tonight I'm gonna...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was bit. Oh, Karen. Oh, no. Oh, poor Karen. She was bitten in the car, yeah, and she's gonna show them. Oh, my God. This movie's crazy. She's gonna transform on camera and be like, this does exist, this is real, this is what I'm like now. Oh, we're so sad.
It's watching.
The news lady's turned into a werewolf.
Yep, that's exactly right. He's gonna shoot her on camera.
Doesn't that...
To a dog food commercial, of course.
Tantalizing nutrition. Something
Things they do with special effects. See the one about the guy in the spaceship?
He's not wrong.
Put a pepper steak on for me, will you? And a hamburger for the lady.
Yeah, nobody seems to care. Nobody's affected. And Marsha escaped. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah, I'm sure she likes it. Just walk through the cow through the kitchen, as my dad would say. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm assuming they're setting up for a sequel at some point. Ugh. So that was my first time watching the 1981 film The Howling. I really enjoyed it. When it first started out, I was kind of like, where is this going? When she goes into that shop, I was like, what kind of movie is this? What are we doing? But then we saw the progression, obviously, and my prediction was correct. It was about werewolves, especially with the title like The Howling. We saw lots of references to even the word howl. I love that tongue-in-cheek kind of play in movies. I know Wes Craven does it a lot with the Scream movies I've seen so far, but it was awesome to see, and I like those little details, and I think audiences appreciate that, especially when you watch a movie multiple times. There's things you missed the first time, like how he was reading Allen Ginsberg's Howl, and the chili was Howl, and the doctor's water or antiseptic or whatever that he had there was Howl. So I love that they just played it up into every little aspect that they could. I would say this movie is pretty close to being on par with An American Werewolf in London, maybe like a tiny bit below, but not by much. The special effects was amazing. The makeup was amazing. Everything like that was so well done. And I feel like this came out the same year as American Werewolf in London. Comment below, maybe a little bit after, but I feel like they came out pretty close together. Yeah, just so well done. And like the creatures were just so scary. And when we see that transformation scene, just all the little details with like the skin bubbling and the hair and the nails and his like chest puffing out, and it was just so creepy. I found like their little feet were kind of funny just because they seem like such intimidating creatures, and then it would cut to a shot of these two little like hooves on the ground, but terrifying and just so well done. Especially considering the time that it was 1981, if it was created in 1980. Yeah, just amazing. And I love seeing practical effects and more like hands-on stuff as opposed to CGI. I know that CGI has also come a long way and gives us films that we wouldn't have without it, but I love seeing like some of the older stuff and the creative process they had to go to, and just the problems they had to solve without a computer and the ways that they did it. So I think just so highly of those people, and it's just, they're so talented and so creative, and just, I feel like they're underrated as well. So just amazing and so well done. And that's what makes the movie scary. Like if those creatures had looked terrible, it wouldn't have been terrifying. And I like the way that they kind of changed some of the lore. It didn't necessarily have to be a full moon. It seemed like they could kind of change at will. Like when they decided to transform, it still seemed like a very painful process. But when they just made up their mind, basically they could. And that was interesting. They could do it in the middle of the day. It didn't have to be at night. And the silver bullets were still true. That's how you could kill them, and you could also kill them by setting them on fire, which is what we saw at the barn scene at the end of the film. And they had the ability to regenerate. Oh my god, that scene when Terry axes off that guy's hand, so cool. And I like the way that they focused just on that one part. It was probably easier to do for special effects just to have a hand laying on the ground and they could do whatever they need to do to it. But the way that it transformed from being this werewolf hand to deflated into nothing basically, and then slowly transformed back into the human hand. So, and then we saw that guy walking around with like his hand missing, and because they have the ability to regenerate, but it's not instant, so it would take a few days or weeks or whatever till his hand grew back. And we saw them come back from the dead as Eddie was able to escape from the morgue, and he clawed his way out and went back to this colony that he lives in. At first it kind of seemed like two unrelated stories. Like Eddie was the serial killer who had been calling Karen on the phone, being creepy and leaving her these messages, and then she goes to meet him for this news story, which obviously takes takes a turn. We didn't realize till later on in the film when Terry's going to this cabin and sees the similar drawings that Eddie had. So I really liked that connection that, yes, he was going around killing people, but they played it up like Eddie was a separate character. He was a serial killer in this city, and then when they got to the country, the werewolves were a different storyline. But yeah, I really like they made that connection, and in fact, Eddie was a werewolf for sure, but also killing people in the city. And when they're describing the way these people died, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. If you're a werewolf, that was more of like an animalistic attack. Another interesting concept I thought this movie brought up was that book that they had called The Gift, and how this doctor was he was writing about werewolves, but he was disguising it in this way that like self-help kind of theory, whereas like everybody has this two parts to them, this duality that we have within us basically, where you could be a great person all day, but then there's also this beast kind of lurking underneath that could come out at night or whenever basically. And how do you balance those two, and do you give in to being the beast, or do you stay this nice person? So yeah, I thought that was an interesting and clever way to play it up, as opposed to just being like there's a monster, there's nothing more in depth to them, and how they can play two different parts. And I thought that was just really cool and a clever way of having that in there and having that kind of disguised as being a cover for him just writing about werewolves basically. And I know that this was they said it was based on a book at the beginning, so comment below, is this true to the book? Is it just a book to screen copy basically, or do they take some creative liberties to make it more cinematic? I definitely need to start catching up on some horror books that I've seen the movies of, because yeah, I'm very curious of how they relate and how many differences there are, but I feel like some of the best films are based on books because it's so well written. They've thought out all the little details that make a movie great, and the story is so solid already. So is there sequels or remakes or anything like that, or is there more books in the series? Comment below and let me know. We did see Marsha escape at the end. She was able to get out of the fire, so she's now at a bar having drinks with somebody else, and we see her kind of turn to the camera and give that nod to the audience. So I'm curious, yeah, if there are sequels. Karen and Bill won't be in it obviously, and neither will Terry, but Christopher from the news station, I'm not sure if he would be in it. I thought the news news reporter way of telling the story was very interesting angle, and especially when she has already like this curious mind and wants to investigate things. Like even that first night there, she hears this howling, and instead of being like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore whatever scary sounds those are and goes back to bed, she's like, no, I want to investigate, I want to figure it out. And they see that cow, but yeah, and then the way obviously at the end when we find out she did in fact get bitten, and of course it had to be Bill who bit her. Like, oh my gosh, just like such a cruel twist of fate to have her husband be the one to bite her, and she knows what her fate is gonna be. Like, they figured it out, she's gonna turn into a werewolf, and she doesn't want to hurt other people, similar to what we saw in An American Werewolf in London when he tries to get himself arrested and he's like, get me away from people basically. She goes on air and uses that platform of being a news anchor to try and tell people, hey, like, this is real. People are out there. They're disguised as something else. They're shapeshifters. They can take on any form. And I think she said they have this hunger that needs to be fed or something like that. And then nobody really seems to be concerned. Like, everybody watching the news is kind of like, okay, what's going on? Like, they're checking the TV guide. And I was like, remember when TV guides were a thing? They're like, what program is this? Like, what is she doing? And it would definitely be, you'd have a hard time believing it just because the content alone, and because it's a weird topic for the news to be discussing. And then we see her transform, and I think she was hoping that her transforming on camera would be enough to convince people, because they could see it with their own eyes and be like, what's going on? Why is she like this? Like, should we be afraid of this? But nobody seemed concerned, which I thought was interesting. Even when we see Christopher shoot her live on camera, basically, like, that would be crazy. And the boss is there and he's only worried about ratings, obviously. And the people in the bar are like, well, they can do anything with special effects these days. Like, ha ha ha. And it's just like, I love that tongue-in-cheek stuff, but you're just like, oh man, pay attention, like, this is real, this is your warning, like, but yeah, nobody was concerned. Everybody just went about their day. Nobody seemed to stop and take notice that she's trying to warn them about this, and she's genuinely trying to tell them something that she's experienced, and nobody seemed to be worried. I thought the idea of like this colony of werewolves, they all live together, they all know each other's secret, obviously, they're all one and the same, and that would make sense sense if you had such a secret and you wanted to be away from the rest of the public and be able to keep that secret and nobody would really find out what you're doing. I've seen a similar thing in movies with vampires. They will hang out in like their little colonies or whatever, their little vampire dens. So it was interesting to see that with werewolves. And we did find out that Marsha and Eddie are related. They have the same last name, so whether they were married, a brother and sister, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm curious to see if there is a remake or sequel, if it would be more of Marsha's story. Please no spoilers. And the way they described that they used to raise cattle and they would all feed off cattle basically, and then he's like, humans are cattle, and he has zero disregard for human life, and he only goes into the city basically to find humans. Like when the doctor brings them up there, he's like, well, we needed somebody to feed off of basically, and maybe he was hoping they would accept this lifestyle, and once they were bitten they would be okay with it, like how we saw Bill go from not eating meat to eating meat after he's bitten. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I would definitely rewatch this one. I think it might be one of my after American Werewolf in London. I would put this one right under it. I think they're both so well done. Really interesting story, such cool transformation scenes. I really liked the makeup and special effects were so well done. I liked having the story of the other two, Terry and Christopher, trying to solve this and figure out what's going on and help them. They weren't just, although they were isolated, they still had some help. And when we see Christopher come up that very last day and get Karen, but obviously it was too late for Karen in the end anyway. But yeah, just so well done, super interesting. I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for horror movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Drawings of like different creatures. Maybe she's pregnant. Maybe she just had a horrifying interaction with a serial killer. Is he just shucking clams at the table? It's like the skinny loft. Got his lunch right next to the body. Bill's eating meat now. Yeah, I didn't realize they would be out during the day. And that same sticker was in the photo booth, that smiley face. Oh god, it's like bubbling and moving on its own. Tiny fists of fury.